What's up, babies? Welcome back. Y'all know, okay, we have the wig videos on roll call. So if you are looking for a new unit, I'm actually testing out a new company. So y'all know how it can be. Typically, I don't bring a wig company to you unless I have thoroughly inspected it and I really like it. So obviously, by the end of this video, y'all know what the conclusion is. The box did come a little bit beat up, but I'm not going to hold them to it because they gave me this lovely satin bag, which I appreciate. I got some lashes, a little makeup brush kit, of course, a beauty blender, and then an elastic wrap. So y'all know I love the elastic wraps, especially when I'm doing the video just for the company, because I think it's just a reminder, because sometimes it's not always in the title, but definitely be sure to check out the description box. And so, of course, I did go ahead and lightly bleach the knots. I already have my hair pretty much corn rolled down. If you guys need a video on how to do that, y'all know I got a bunch. If you need a video on bleaching the knots, I have that as well. And this braid pattern, I really wanted to focus on the nape just to make sure that everything is protected and it can grow out. Because y'all know sometimes we do the cornrows and as your hair starts to grow, it just gets loose in the back. So this is an elastic cap. You guys can see it's fully adjustable. I'm going to go ahead and just pretty much toss this baby on. Again, all the details, the exact cap measurement and all that good stuff will be listed down in my description box. And so far so good. The hair did already come lightly bleached, but y'all know, like I said, I went ahead and just pretty much took it up a notch, and I'm gonna be wearing this Glueless. Y'all can already see I have everything as tight as, you know, pretty much as comfortable to me. And y'all, this wig was not moving, so I was already impressed with that. I decided, do we want to do a side part, middle part? What is it giving? I had a cap underneath. Y'all saw that, right? But I decided to just remove it because I ultimately did not need it. And it was a little bit too light underneath this wig. I didn't want to have to do that whole gluing it down ball cap method because there was literally no need, okay? So when you think about a glueless unit, you really want to think about something that is not going to cause you much havoc. You really want to be able to just put it on and go. So we are jumping right into this. No funny business. I have not further plucked this unit at all. I'm literally just trimming off the lace, and y'all can see just how HD the lace is. One thing about it, the companies have figured it out, okay? Everyone at this point, I believe, is offering at the very least HD transparent lace, but y'all can really see, for this to be glueless, I have not done anything. So when I tell you they did their freaking thing when it comes to this unit, I was already impressed. I took a little bit of my Cream of Nature mousse just to kind of lay down the edge, because every now and then I want some baby hairs or just a little bit of swoops. I don't know what it is, but it does something to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much just use the mousse to kind of smooth everything down right before we lay it down, and you guys will see the effect that it'll have in just a little bit. To me, it just kind of helps form the unit and really kind of get the hair laying down so you don't really have to overwork it, but you guys will see what I mean. And then of course, y'all know I wanted to really kind of straighten out the hair, but what I didn't tell you is, of course, this unit was air drying. I don't usually like to blow dry my units. I prefer for them to air dry, but in this case it was not completely dry, so I needed to kind of go back through with a blow dryer just to really get everything nice and dry. And then of course I'm gonna go through with my flat iron. So I'm using the Pattern Beauty blow dryer. It does come with this amazing attachment, which really helps to just pull the hair straight. I love that because, as y'all can see, I'm going through this bulk of hair really quick, really easy, not too much to it. You guys can see that the hair straightened like a dream just using the blow dryer. So you guys can see that nice natural body wave, this is not a body wave, this is a straight unit. So obviously anytime you like wet a unit, it is going to have some type of curl. It may not be a deep curl, but it'll be more like a loose little wave, and that's fine, neither here nor there. What I did want to point out is that as I was going through this unit, I was not getting any shedding at all, okay? No tangling at all. I did decide to trim off the ends just because that's something that I usually do. And y'all can see, I don't know if you can tell from here. Now, obviously, I think I needed to tighten the back of the cap even more, but that just goes to show you just how great this fits, because the nape area was not as tight as it obviously could have been. But yeah, the hair is super full. I mean, high density. I don't have the exact dimensions in front of me, but again, it will be listed down in my description box. And for whatever reason, this hair looks more jet black than it is like a natural brown. And y'all know I'm here for it. So if you are one of those girls that don't want to obviously go ahead and have to do any type of watercolor just because like you may be a beginner, that's okay. I make videos for beginners. So if this is something that you're interested in, I will definitely be sure to see if I have any coupon codes. Y'all know, because wigs can be kind of pricey. I did go ahead and take a look at their site, and y'all, they have a ton of other options. And so if this one unit is giving the vibes, okay, look at how shiny and vibrant the hair is. And I'm not even done, okay? Yes, I think you would love, I'm thinking about maybe like a curly unit. I feel like you would love it just because it's going to be really, really full. So definitely be sure to check out their website. And as you guys can see, I'm still just kind of going through the hair. So for those of you that are curious to know like, oh, well, can I straighten it? Can I use really, really high heat? Y'all, this is like virgin hair. So you are going to be able to do the same things that you can do to your natural hair to this. Yes, you can bleach it. Why would you when it's such a beautiful dark color? But hey, to each his own. I'm going with the jet black. I'm going with the natural black. It looks really, really good. And the ends were not bad at all. I'm only trimming them off for shape. And you guys can see I kind of added a little bit of like bend to it. And I was able to get through the bulk of hair in no time. So if you do decide to go with this unit, I would say that it's for sure worth the time and effort. If you did want to just go through with the blow dryer and don't want to wait for it to just naturally dry on its own. Sometimes it can take about a day or two, especially when you're dealing with a higher density. And as y'all can see, super full. I decided not to do any type of like major layering. Typically the layers will start around the base of like my chin or my mouth area, but I decided I wanted to kind of do that like 90s look where everything is kind of layered and lightly bumped. Y'all, we used to hate the bump. I don't know about you, but my hair was not growing past my shoulders for the longest. And when I would get that bump, it was just like, what's happening? How do we get here? Okay. And of course, here's a quick look at just what the hair looks like fresh out of straightening. Y'all can see just how silky everything is. This is with no product. So that's just a testament. You know how sometimes you'll get a wig and it seems like you get shorter pieces here or there? No. Jessies Wig made sure that every single strand is full from root to tip, which I appreciate. I didn't have a chance to double check to see if they had any bundles, but y'all, I would even go for that because this hair was super smooth, super silky. I did not have any issues. I don't have any qualms, really not much negative to say about this. The only thing that I wish is, of course, that the parting was a little bit deeper. So this is a 13x4, and y'all just know how I feel about the 13x4. No, all jokes aside, I love 13x6 units. If you need a 13x4, obviously you can get away with it. I'm showing you how. And then of course, I'm just literally copying what I did to one side to the other. So you guys can see just how easy it is just to kind of shape it up. If you are not like super versed in this, don't do it, okay? If you're nervous that you're gonna butcher the hair and chop it up, that's okay. You can definitely keep this one length, or you can practice with a razor comb because it just gives you a little bit more leeway than using a really, really sharp shears, which is kind of like once you do it, that's it. So I really, really was enjoying the long layers. And I don't know if you can tell when I throw this hair back just how full everything is, but I did kind of want to get rid of some of the bulk in it, right? So I ended up taking some of my frizz ease just to go over the tops of the hair. And then of course I used my hot comb just to kind of smooth everything down and really kind of cut through some of the bulk. I noticed that I still had a little extra fabric in the back. So what I'm noticing is a lot of times with the 13x4 units, because they are adjustable caps, the moment that you go to adjust it a little bit too tight, it will kind of gather in the back towards the nape area. And so all that I would do in that case is to crisscross them and really, really make sure that you go through with a hot comb to lay everything as flat as possible. But again, my head is just kind of small. I got a lot of face, but my head is actually small. And you guys can see how thick, full, luxurious, y'all, girl, okay? I was in this for the long haul, super impressed, and I was happy at this point. I did go ahead and pull it in a ponytail because I needed to show y'all how thick and full this is. Who are we kidding? Okay. Now, I knew I wasn't going to do any like half up, half down styles, but I definitely just wanted to show you. Of course, I'm pulling it up so that I can ultimately go ahead and kind of attack these edges. All right. Now, if you are not somebody that loves the edge look, you can totally skip this step. But if you are a girl that loves it, this is for you. Okay. Sometimes I do find when it comes to the wearing your units like glueless, I always recommend that you use some type of mousse, lay it down, even if it's for like 5 minutes. It just melts. I don't know what it is, but it creates just like an illusion that it's growing from your scalp. So I love that. You guys can see I'm flipping one side up because I wanted to see if it makes a difference. I see some girls use the, curling iron to curl away from their face. Some people curl under. I'm like, what's the difference? Like, is it really gonna matter? Let me show y'all. Okay, so I'm taking my edge brush and then of course some frizz-ease, which I ended up switching to Pump It Up because the frizz-ease ain't hold nothing down. All right, it's a workable spray, so I get it. Cool, y'all, disregard. All right. But I noticed that it really didn't matter whether you curl the hair up, down. It does not matter. As long as it's a little bump in it, it'll just make it a little bit easier for you to go ahead and lay down those edges. And then y'all know my little comb trick where you get to see just how glueless it is, because again, we have added no product, nothing, not a thing. All right, so this is pretty much the final look. I am definitely curious to know what y'all think about it. Y'all can see I kept everything nice, long, and layered just for the sake of like not having to do too much, right? If it's straight hair, y'all know, take this off at nighttime. That way you don't have to worry about recurling, restraightening, nothing by the next day. I love units like that. It's definitely affordable. In my opinion, affordable comes in a bunch of different ways. So this is to the viewer's discretion. But again, all the details will be listed down in my description box. I love y'all so much. Stay pretty. I'm going to go ahead and take this wig off, show you how to put it back on. And I will see y'all in my very next video. Bye, babies.